Pepper Love Moroccan black garlic hot sauce. I've never had a sauce from Pepper Love. I didn't even know I had this sauce. But I got a lot of sauces. I'll just be honest with you. It's got a heat level 4 out of 5. I think this came in a subscription box that I had with Fuego box, a couple years back. I mean, it's got a best by date on of 2022, but it's good. So yeah, I've had a couple black garlic sauces. They tend to be really good. I've never had one that's specifically Moroccan black garlic, but I'm here for it. Calories 5. Ingredients: distilled vinegar, rice vinegar, cherries, onions, black garlic, roasted garlic, honey, scorpion pepper mash, Carolina Reaper pepper mash, tart cherry concentrate, sunflower oil, Moroccan spice blend, black pepper, paprika, and salt. Interesting label as well. A lot going on in this sauce. The reason I picked to open this sauce right now is because of Thanksgiving coming up. I don't have a cranberry sauce right now in my rotation or anything like that, for turkey, things like that. But when I saw this one, I said, that might work, it might be a good Thanksgiving sauce. That's why I opened it. That's why I'm reviewing it. I don't need another sauce open necessarily, but when I saw the tart cherry and then the cherries at the top, I thought, you know what, this might work well with Thanksgiving dinner. So let's try her out. I can smell the Reaper in that, though. There is a slight sweetness to it as well, coming off the aroma. It's a very interesting color, though. It's a brown. Anyway, let's try this and see what we got. Pours all right. Again, look how dark it is, just brown. Lighting's not good in here right now. It looks like there's little bits and pieces in there. You can smell those Moroccan spices that it's listed in there. Again, I couldn't tell you exactly what those spices are, but there's definitely a uniqueness to the spice blend that you can pick up on the smell. That wince was because it hit the palate kind of sour. Making sense. It says tart cherry concentrate. Yeah, tart cherry concentrate. But it's also got cherries, third ingredient. So, and she's hot. It's a little bit hotter than what I was anticipating. I mean, it's got the 4 out of 5 flames there, or chili peppers. What's this say? I'm salivating a lot. It's tasty. It's more sour tart than it is sweet, although you get a sweet kind of smell to it. Black garlic has, a flavor profile of its own, and you can pick that up in here. It's not super heavy with the black garlic, but it's there. I don't taste the Carolina Reaper per se, although it is kind of floral. I mean, you're using scorpion pepper and Carolina Reaper. They're both pretty floral, just straight. It says this sauce is best paired with rich, delicious dishes like roasted duck, gyro wraps, lamb chops, but honestly just poured on anything. So I remember reading that now when it said roasted duck. I'm not having duck for Thanksgiving, but I enjoy duck, and this would work with something like that for sure. I could see this working on lamb. You know, it's they're telling you exactly what it pairs with. It does have a kind of Moroccan, you know, feel to it. It's an interesting sauce. Very, very complex. Very unique. And that burn right now, it is all on the front of the palate, and it's in my gums. I can feel it in my gums just from that first spoonful. Yeah. You get a lot of that cherry and tartness up front. The peppers are kind of toward the back end, but a little more in the middle, because what you really get on the very back end of this sauce is the black garlic and those Moroccan, you know, spices. That's truly the back end of the sauce. And the front end of the sauce is the sweeter, but more soury tart coming from those cherries. And then in the middle is really where you pick up the peppers. And then the peppers continue on through the very end of the sauce as well. But right after you experience those and kind of taste that and get hit with the heat right in the middle, it lingers, but the spices and that black garlic really, really shine over it. And that's what you're left with on the flavor profile. You're really just left with that Moroccan, you know, feel, or those spices. Yeah, that's really what I'm experiencing the most here. You know, just kind of sitting with the sauce. I'm not really tasting that tartness or the sweetness or what have you from the cherries anymore. I'm really just kind of up front. But like I said, very complex sauce. Anytime you got a sauce that layers in three like that, hard to do. Very complex. You know, that you're experiencing. You know, normally it's 1 and 2. Some sauces is just all the same throughout the sauce. But the more craft you get, you'll start getting 1 and 2 phases of the sauce. This sauce has 3 phases to it, though. I'm going to do one more. I only got 10 minutes to record, so we'll just go to the full 10 minutes today. And if I forget, I love you guys. I appreciate you burning with me. Because sometimes when I run out of record time, the video just ends and we just rock with it because there's no editing here. Let's try this. It's going to work for Thanksgiving. See how my eye like twitched right there? It's not necessarily from the heat, although there's good heat on this. But it's from that tartness. Salivating a lot. I mean, my saliva glands are just working overtime with this sauce. This is good. I've never heard from this company. I forgot about it. But solid little sauce. I'm impressed. It's probably the best Moroccan style sauce I've ever had. I've only had 1 or 2 other ones that I can remember. I like this. I'm going to have to do some lamb. Maybe I'll do lamb for Thanksgiving. I'm just going to be by myself this year, so maybe I'll do lamb. I'm not a big turkey guy. I like lamb, though. Anyways, this video is going to end. I love you guys. Thanks for burning with me.